Hi, Dr. Jake Dodds here, one of the NUCCA chiropractors at the Upper Cervical Chiropractic Group. And we're going to be talking a little bit more about TMJ. And that's a little bit of a misnomer in itself. So TMJ actually stands for temporomandibular joint. So it's actually the name of a joint. It's more properly known as TMD, which stands for temporomandibular disorder. And that's referring to an entire classification of symptoms and causes surrounding that jaw joint. When a dentist is looking at that jaw joint, what they typically see is that if somebody's experiencing a lot of pain or if the jaw is not moving correctly, that can be due to a handful of different things. It can either be a problem with the joint itself, a problem with the jawbone itself, a problem with the muscles surrounding that joint, or a problem with how the teeth are fitting together that's causing the jaw to shift one way or another. So if any of these things happen, it can create a variety of different symptoms for people. So everything from headaches to clenching of the teeth, grinding of the teeth, difficulty swallowing, limited mobility for opening and closing the jaw. It can really present as a lot of different things, so it can be a difficult disorder to assess sometimes. What we see in our office every single day is that people will have accidents or injuries throughout their life, and oftentimes when somebody comes in and we just have them stand in a neutral position, we'll see that their head is tilted off one way or another. And so it's an actually interesting thing surrounding TMD, because what we see is that the jawbone will freely hang off the skull. And so if your natural head position is to be tilted one way or another when you're standing, then the jawbone has a tendency to follow over to that side, and that can itself irritate that jaw joint or how the jaw is moving. So what I'm doing as a chiropractor, practicing the NUCCA technique, is very carefully assessing how that skull is positioned on top of the neck, and then very gently realigning the skull back over the neck. And what we see for some people is that that jaw will slide back into a more neutral position and start opening and closing a little bit better. So depending on what the actual cause of your TMD is, NUCCA chiropractic care may be a very good fit for you. If it's something you're curious about or something that you'd be interested in learning a little bit more about, please feel free to give me a call. I'd love to sit down a little bit more and talk to you to see if it may be something we'd be able to help you with.